What's up there, YouTube? Section 333 here. I am about to light a bowl of Frog Morton on the Bayou by McClelland. Decided to dip into the stash a little bit. Frog Morton on the Bayou pipe tobacco. When vacationing on the Bayou, Frog Morton prefers this satisfying Balkan pipe tobacco blend, to which he adds just enough of Louisiana's own richly fragrant. I have a tough time with that word because I always think flagrant, but fragrant and cool smoking Perique. Manufactured by McClelland's Tobacco Company, Kansas City, Missouri, USA, which is now defunct. This is a tin from 2017. It's a 4-year-old tin. So it's got a little age on it, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember if I've done a review on this before. I think I have, actually. Smoking it in the Peterson St. Patrick's. I think this is 2018. I have to polish the silver band here that's on this, because I haven't done that in probably a couple of years, actually. At least since last year. So we are in March. The Ides of March are upon us, Caesar. To give you a reference to the dates, I think Monday is the official Ides of March. I knew a band once called the Ides of March. Kind of new wavy, popish. They weren't bad though. So weather's starting to warm up a little bit. It's a little cooler in the shade here. It's obviously warmer in the sun, which I am strongly considering jumping out into. I'm finishing this video from there. But in lieu of that, let's enjoy this particular tobacco. So yeah, you definitely taste there is a little pepperiness from the Perique here. Oh. Yeah, this is really nice. Actually, very smooth. It's not hot. I'm smoking it way too fast because I've always loved the flavors of the McClelland Virginias. And the smoke of the Latakia is, that Scotch. If you ever had a nice peaty, smoky Scotch, it's definitely coming through here. Oh. This kind of reminds me if you took and you married Frog Morton Cellar. To the Christmas blend, actually. Oh yeah. Like I said, no tongue bite. As you saw, I was puffing away pretty hard on a mess. This is chock full of nuts, actually. Is this Midtown? Yeah, Midtown. So this is actually a medium blend. Oddly enough, you guys are the only people who actually see me drink coffee. I don't drink it at work. I drink tea at work because it's just faster. I do drink coffee on the weekends. So you saw, I'm probably going to post a few videos all at the same time. Actually, because of work. Even though surprisingly the numbers are going down for the beer virus. Yeah, because we're not allowed to say that word on YouTube, so I'll just say beer. So the beer numbers are going down nationwide. At the particular institution I'm at, the beer numbers are still relatively high, although we're starting to decline some. That's a good thing. We're right on that teetering edge. And what I do is I'm actually in charge of the bed management of the beer, basically. Where patients go, what areas we're using to put the beer. Closing areas, opening areas within the institution. It's very busy for me right now. It's been a very busy year for me. And everyone involved. There's and in that purview there's engineering when we have to convert a area that's not meant to care for patients into a patient care area, like let's say your auditorium. You got to pull the seats out of the auditorium, you got to level the floor, because an auditorium, remember, has the angled seats, right? But I can't have nurses walking around on an angled floor, right? Taking care. So we got to level the floor of the auditorium, maybe take the stage out. There's no sink in the auditorium. So now I need plumbing in the auditorium for that respect. There's already plumbing there because you have a fire alarm system in there. You have a sprinkler system. So there's already plumbing in the area, but now you got to get the right plumbing in the area, so to speak. You have to put beds. You have to, and then what supplies are the nurses going to use to care for the patients in the area? You have to have the right supplies, too. So you got to coordinate with the division that has the supplies, and that's a whole separate area of the hospital, a whole separate group. But it has been busy. It continues to be busy for us. We're still over capacity. I'm wondering if I should get a warmer coat, because I thought it would be warmer out here. I got the little monster out here with me. She's doing good. And it's a funny story. I was talking to my wife the other day. She was saying that, remember, you didn't want this dog. Because it's the first small dog I've ever owned. So we got the dog. And I took to the dog and really loved the dog quite a bit, actually. As did my wife. Everybody loved the dog. Kids loved the dog. Everybody loved the dog. Yeah, we're talking about you. She's looking back at me like, you talking about me? Yeah, we're talking about you. All right. So everybody loves the dog. when we first got her, and they still do, and she's absolutely wonderful. I didn't anticipate that my mother was going to get dementia and Alzheimer's, and she did. And because it's a small dog, it looks like a puppy, and so my mom thinks that this is a puppy still. And this dog loves my mother, and as soon as my mom gets up in the morning, this dog is like at my mother's side. You open the door to my mother's room, the dog goes running into the room, jumps up on her bed, lays down on her bed, guarding her. She won't let anybody touch my mother. That's like, the dog and my mom are like best friends. and puts a smile on my mother's face and everything like that. So it's kind of, my wife's like, see, you didn't want the dog, and like the dog, and I told her, I said, no, this was the best idea you actually ever had. I'm not going to lie. Was getting this little dog. And like I said, everybody loves the dog. I love the dog. But I didn't anticipate that my mother this was going to be such a therapeutic thing for my mother in her twilight years. OMS representing. I got to get one of their pipes. I almost bought one this year. I actually did order the St. Patrick's Day pipe for this year. I hope it gets here soon. I do have some vacation time coming up. It actually starts St. Patrick's Day. So in a couple of days, I start a vacation, in which I will shoot more videos and stuff like that. I am going to cheat a little bit, because while I'm home, I'm going to do some work for work. Evaluations, the staff to do, things like that. So I want to make sure those are all done by the 31st. I have a few other things, conversations. I'm going to get my taxes done. I need to take my Challenger in for its inspection and oil. So I have to make that appointment. It's I get my hair cut. Life is work. And it's funny, like, you work all the time and you let other things go when you're working all the time. And then, like I said, in a few minutes I'm gonna go wake my mother up and everything, and I gotta take care of her. I have an aide during the week, and then on the weekends I take care of her. So my wife and I both work in healthcare, so we can manage her on the weekends, but we can't manage her when we're both at work, working a 12-hour day, 5 days a week. And that's actually a bit hyperbole. I would say I'm mostly 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's more realistic. Sometimes I'm there for 12 hours. It is what it is. But this blend, actually, probably my favorite tobacco is Frog Morton Cellar. This might be my second favorite of the Frog Mortons. I guess I should do a top 5. I need to bring them all out here, right? But if I had to name a top 5 off the top of my head, it's going to be Frog Morton Cellar, um, followed by Durbar, followed by Mississippi River. So Frogmorton Cellar, Durbar, Mississippi River, followed by, oh, might be throwing another Dunhill in there. Um, I really enjoy aperitif. Followed by, so that would be number 4. So Durbar and aperitif are 3 and 4. Well, no, Durbar is 2. So Frogmorton, Durbar by Dunhill, followed by Mississippi River. Love that. Followed by Dunhill's aperitif. I say that's a nice one. A lot of people don't know about that one. I've kind of kept it quiet. And then I'm gonna say the original Tewksbury Hobbit Sweet. Actually, it would be my number 5, and I would tie number 5, and that's high for an aromatic for me. I don't love aromatics, but that particular one is very good. And I'm gonna tie Tewksbury Hobbit's Weed. I'm gonna tie that with Quiet Nights by GLPs. Do I love Penzance? Absolutely love Penzance. You know what? Latakia Flake is very good as well by McBaron. I mean, if I did a top 10, I would really have to bring them all out here, I think. Because I also like McBaron's Darkfire Kentucky. And I like Peterson's Irish Flake. Very good stuff. What a kick, though. What a nicotine hit you get with that. So that I would never smoke on an empty stomach, and that would be like, I'm going to bed soon. Yeah. There is such a thing as a nicotine hit, and everybody reacts to it differently. And it actually has multiple things that make it up. Your overall fat content, your overall your lung capacity, your the amount of antioxidants in your blood. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into the metabolic reasons why a person gets a different nicotine hit than somebody else. The most important factor, believe it or not, is tolerance. Like a cigarette smoker may not get the same nicotine hit from Elizabethan mixture that you and I would. Yeah. Because cigarettes are very high in nicotine. Can't wait for spring to actually get here. Weather to warm up. I know in some parts of the country it's already warmed up. My to our brethren in Texas and areas of the country that got hit by those ice storms, we're praying for you. We're making donations, things like that. Shucky, get out of there. There's a cat that's actually been staying here. It might be a family of cats for all I know now. parked itself under our furniture, under the cover. I guess to shelter from the bad weather. I don't blame it. I would have done the same thing. If I had no place to live. I just don't want her chasing cats down. But yeah, my heart goes out to those to the families that were affected by that. Um, you know, I think one of the things we have to get away from in this country is politicizing natural disasters, and the response to them. I think we have to get out of the habit of politicizing any habit. But if you ever read Rules for Radicals by Saul Alinsky, they say never let a crisis go to waste. Um, and we have a group of people in this country who feel that they should never let a crisis go to waste, in order to gain political collateral or cause political damage. Um, it's a shame that we've gotten to that point in this nation. It's very upsetting, actually, that we're at that point where it's almost tribal, and I feel like the people being left out, in many respects, are the common man, the constituency. I feel like the constituency is very much left out of this, and that when they are brought into it, the constituency is used as tools or pawns or useful idiots. And I wish people would be able to see that better. Um, I think we should have more, not runoff elections, but recall elections. We definitely need more of those. Um, some of our elected officials, once you see that they're not in there doing the thing that they should have been doing, you should be able to recall any politician, because you know what, 4 years might be too long. They might be able to do too much damage in a 4-year period. They might be able to do too much damage in a 2-year period. You know. We also have to look at things like there was a young guy who supported Trump, evidently, who was going around impoverished communities and literally just picking up the garbage, cleaning up the communities, things like that. He went into a lot of the blue districts because, hey, a lot of the blue districts look like crap. Not gonna lie to you. All right. We have some pretty terrible inner cities. And they're not well taken care of. And that's, to me, that's, part of that is on the, because you pay for municipalities and governments and things like that. That's one of the things you have government for. Not to tell me how much soda to drink, but I do need the streets fixed, and I do need the garbage to be carted away. And there's libertarians who would disagree with that, and they're fine too. But these are some of the real purposes of why you have government. And then, so this guy goes in, he cleans up these communities, and somebody said, well, he's just doing that to make Trump look good. All right, fine. You want to make them look bad, then you go clean up a community. I think a Democrat lawmaker from New York raised money to help people in Texas, and people are like, oh, she's just doing that to try and turn that state blue. Well, then why didn't you raise money for the people in Texas? You know, if you're on the other side of that aisle, and you're just, so wouldn't it be great if that's how we outdid each other rather than bash each other over the head politically? It's like we did good things to show how many good things we could do. You know, like clean up a community, like raise money for people who were starving, you know, things like that. If we did that rather than just bicker and back and forth at one another, wouldn't that just be amazing, right? You know, what a wonderful planet and clean planet we would live on then. You know, wouldn't that just be amazing? Just a little food for thought. Once again, folks, thank you for joining me. I love when you join me, and those who have stuck with the subscriptions, really appreciate it. Although it's not subscriptions because you don't pay, so although they say subscribe, right? It's really, you know, the follows, right? And we appreciate that. Anyone who follows me on YouTube or anything or Instagram, really appreciate that. And you know, I will try to put out more content. Like I said, just been real busy between home and work. But I do appreciate it. And when I want, you know, when I can, I get out here, I want to make a video for you guys, all right? Section 333 out. Like, comment, share, and follow. I didn't say subscribe. All right, you be good. Bye-bye.